Hi friends, today's November 11th, at least I'm pretty sure it's November 11th, and when I woke up this morning, I realized this is our first Veterans Day since Eric got out of the Army, and I just feel relieved all over again thinking about it, because he joined in July of 2020 at the height of the pandemic, and it was pretty much a nightmare. There were lots of guys, well, and women, who had to wait months to actually start basic training after they got to their destination because they would either test positive for COVID or they would be within a certain amount of feet of someone who tested positive for COVID. And Eric said it was a miracle when he shipped out within 3 days of getting there, and no one in his platoon got COVID, and the group after them, I know 22 of them got sent to quarantine. And I hate to confuse everyone with military terms, but if you have to quarantine, then you get recycled. So there's 3 phases of basic training. There's the red phase, white phase, and the blue phase. So let's say you're in the middle of your blue phase and you have to go into quarantine. Well, then you have to wait until a new blue phase is starting before you can resume. So these soldiers in training lived in fear of being recycled. They didn't want to go to sick call for any reason because they would be given random COVID tests. And when you get recycled, you have to go back to reception. And my son called that the most miserable place on earth. I shouldn't even tell you some of these stories, but I'm also just so grateful that they have a program to help them transition into civilian life. And that wasn't something that my husband had, at least that we knew of, when he was getting out. So our son is like completely self-sufficient now. He is doing an electrician apprenticeship program, and yeah, he just seems to be doing really well. He bought me a plane ticket for Mother's Day as a surprise, and I got to go visit him in July. And it was a short trip, but it was really wonderful, and he didn't let me cook the entire time. He made me a nice breakfast every morning, and yeah, we just enjoyed our time together. I did make some pretzel bites though, because I really wanted to share those with him. And yeah, and I'm also just so grateful for all of our veterans and their families. There are just countless ways that people sacrifice when they join the military.